Hi everyone, welcome back to A.D.H.D Knitter and Crocheter. I'm your host Jennifer. I'm also known as Jedi Dragoon Online. This is a podcast about knitting, crochet, and the fiber arts. And apparently life stuff, because I did a life vlog recently, and anybody who watched that will know what I did this weekend. So, quick little recap. Everything went good. It was very sad. Just so you know, my father passed away on Friday, and we went down for the funeral. We went down to Kentucky on Saturday, and the funeral was Tuesday. So, and I've had one emotional video, and that's my emotional video for the year. So, I'm doing good. Thank you for all the comments and that. I really appreciate them. So, thanks to everyone who sent me comments and stuff, and thanks for the support. That video was actually really hard to make, but I had to do it. So needless to say, I got a lot of crochet done this weekend. I didn't finish anything because all my projects were kind of big, or I was in the middle of them, and they're still not done yet, but that's to be expected. FYI, I'm drinking coffee out of my see if I can do this without dropping it. Bones coffee cup. And it has, the coffee that's in it this time is, oh, this is donut shop coffee. I just wanted some plain coffee with French vanilla creamer. But I love this hand-thrown mug that's like this kind of brown and speckled and this hand-cast look, so. But anyway, I do have one finished object I wanted to show you, but it's not yarn or knitting related. It's something me and my hubby is working on earlier today. Because we love Alton Brown's free-range fruitcake recipe. And earlier today we were working... Well, we started it yesterday because you got to let the fruit marinate overnight in rum. And then you mix it with everything else and bake it. So... we got that done today. So that's one of my finished objects. This is like a really good recipe, and now it gets to sit. Pan's a little gross. Sit in a bag. Yes, I wiped my hands on my pants. I am sorry, everyone. So now I get to sit in a pan for the next few weeks until Christmas and just kind of absorb flavors and all that. My hubby is looking at it, like, we can't put it in a plastic bag like we usually do. And I'm like, I just suggested the pan. So we'll figure it out. And in case you haven't noticed, we're in my kitchen because I figured out from a plus side of Saturday's video, I figured out this is the best lighting in the house. So I figured I'd do my videos here because really good lighting. Do you want me to stop talking now and get on to yarn? Oh, look. I have a needle poking through. My childhood knitting needles are really sharp. Okay, this is the stupid sock I have been working on since I started back to Walmart, it seems like. But I have made progress. I have gotten to here. Okay, here's the heel, and I've knit this much since the last time I showed you. It's almost done to where I need to start decreasing for the toe. Most sock knitting patterns, because mine's kind of a hodgepodge, I toss on, I can't remember how many stitches, but I use the OMG sock pattern. I cast on the amount of stitches for the 9-inch circumference foot. But with most sock patterns, they tell you stop at 2 inches before you get to the toe. Those socks never fit for me. They always seem a little tight. So I always stop 1.5 inches from the toe instead. And that's about right for me. So now I use the fish lip. This is the Fish Lips Kiss heel that I have been using for a long time and I like. Sometimes it doesn't fit that great, but it's an easy heel to do. And if it's easy for me to do, I will do it. And I don't really care. The heel doesn't bother me. So, oh, and this yarn here, if you'll focus. This is Hobby Christmas yarn that I got last Black Friday, and it's goes from dark green to light green to speckled green to dark red, bright red, white, speckled white, and it's stained up really nice. I like this, but it's a little bit scratchier, just so you know. It's more like Patton's Croy sock yarn, if you know what that is. It has that feel. So it's not a real soft yarn, but it's a real sturdy yarn. And after a few washings, it's fine. But yeah, I was working on that this weekend. Actually, I'm going to put all my bags over here on the floor. And then I had to take the kids Saturday. So Friday, I came home early. Saturday, I called off. I had to take the kids to a hair appointment Saturday and then try to get everything packed for the trip. And for the life of me, I couldn't find that sock. It's in here on the table, and for some reason, I couldn't find it. So I found this bag. This is a Harry Potter bag that's kind of funky, but I like it. And it has like a bunch of little Harry Potter characters. This is a Fates thread bag. And this yarn that I have on the needles, because this is another sock I found. I was working on it and then laid it down in a chest and forgot it. This is Knit Picks Felici. It's a fingering weight, and it's a number 1. So probably a really light fingering weight. And this is Cloudy with a Chance of Rainbows. 218 yards, 50 grams. So, and I have started knitting it up, and it's got about this far. So I got the cuff done, and now I'm starting on the leg part. And this yarn, you can tell better out of the package. It's rainbow colored, but it's a muted rainbow. So you go red, yellow, green, blue, indigo. No real violet, but it's still really pretty and nice. And this is how it's knitting up right now. So yeah, I worked on that a little bit this weekend. I'm using size, watch me squint. Size 2 needles, which is 2.75 millimeter knitting needles. I either knit really tight or really loose, so take your pick which one it is, because I can never remember. I just know, I just get the gauge and use those size needles, and then wonder why everybody else uses size 1 and size 0. That tastes good. I see all these other YouTubers get like packets of tea and stuff for Christmas, and I'm just like, I wish they made like little packets of coffee that people could send like in tea bags and stuff in cards, but that's just wishful thinking. That doesn't exist. And then the other thing I was trying to work on and get done. I have a whole ball caked up. I've been trying to get this done for a while now, and I figured I'd take it with me. I might take it to work next week because I really want to get it done. I've been working on it forever. This was like Fiber Hustle's very first cowl they did, knitting cowl, and I got the yarn for it, and I've been working on it and working on it. This is the Paris Toujours shawl, and here you can see what the colors are. It's like this neon pink, green, and blue on a gray yarn base, and it's variegated. And it has this really neat stitch definition in that. And I'm loving I love the pattern. I love working on it. It's just right now I have big long stitches that take forever to get across the row. But yeah, here's what the yarn looks like. Caked up in a ball. It's really pretty. So, and this is by Arrowhead Fibers. I have looked. She is dyeing yarn again, and her website is up and running once again. So, I'll try to get like my patterns and stuff I'm using in the comments. As you know, sometimes I don't do that. But yeah, I was working on that this weekend. I only have a few more repeats. Hold on. Oh, okay. think I'm going to sneeze again. Maybe if I drink something. That helped. Don't know why. Sorry. Hey, I only have a few more repeats to go. And then I have all garter stitch for several rows. And then it'll be done. It calls for 2 skeins of fingering weight yarn, which I have. And right now, with almost being done with the repeats, this is how much I have of the first ball left. So that was a full 100 gram skein. And I can't remember what this base was. Ooh, I do remember what the base was. Mainly because I stuck the stupid thing down in here. So I would remember. Okay. This is Arrowhead Fibers. She's based in Columbus. And this is Glow Stick. And this is her basic sock base, which is 80-20, I believe. No, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 463 yards, and 100 grams. And it's a 4-ply. So that is what I'm using for this. I should probably stick that back down in there so I don't forget what it is again. But yeah. And that's just living in this no catchy name bag with my Halloween pumpkins. Yes, I know Christmas is coming, but we'll say it's Nightmare Before Christmas. That, and I really like the size of these bags. Okay. That I'll talk about in a minute. That can definitely be last. Okay, the next one is living in a Fates Thread shawl size bag, and this is my World of Warcraft Murloc bag. This and this are OG Murlocs. I think these ones they had in Northrend, and then these are some of the newer ones they have, like from BF Battle for Azeroth expansion. So, various Murlocs. They make noises. I can't make the Murloc noise, but my husband can. Oh, I didn't even work on this. Well, I'll pull it out and show you. This is a very messed up. This is my Pagono shawl I've been working on. It's been on the needles for a while. I've been working on it on and off. This colorway is Lolo Did It Mummy, and I think her basic sock, whatever that was. And then next color I'm going to use is this one, which is called Bigfoot. This is called Bigfoot. And then this one is Words. This is from her Dumbledore quotes collection. And it's there, that's my right color. Getting a little blown out for some reason. But yeah, this is Words. This is the last color I'm going to use. So, or I might go red and then do the brown. No, we'll do it the other way. But yeah. So yeah, that's living in this bag. I haven't really worked on it. I just kind of tossed it in there and brought it in the kitchen thinking it's something I've been working on, and it wasn't. Okay, this one I hadn't even started. Actually, I don't think it's published yet. When last we spoke, hold on a minute, there's a stitch marker I'm going to hook on here. And, well, Saturday, I was watching Hannah over at the Cozy Cottage Crochet podcast, and she had released a new pattern for $1, which I'll spend $1 for a new pattern, easy. And she's talking about how she liked the, there's a box under your table. She's talking about how she liked the Cozy Memories blanket, but she didn't want to knit it, so she came up with her version of the Cozy Memories blanket, but done in crochet. And I thought that was a really neat idea, and I was looking at it, I was like, ooh, I'd like to do that. I have a bunch of fingering weight yarn I need to make into, I've been trying to make into a Cozy Memories blanket, because, yeah, I'm not that fast of a knitter. I've been knitting and crocheting this about the same amount of time, but crochet is easier for me because I just kind of use one hand rather than two. So it's easier for me. Might have something to do with ADHD, I don't know, but I'm not going to blame it on that. It could just be me too. But anyway, so I went and picked up the pattern, and I love this. This is so much fun. Because it's join as you go, and you just connect the squares. It's really neat and ingenious how she has you do this join and connecting. And sometimes I'll forget how to do it, and I have to look at her directions on how to do it. But once you get the hang of it, it's a breeze. And it's nice and drapey. And these are just random scraps. This one I ran out of, so I had to add a little gray to the end, but it's a scrap blanket. This is something I got from... I like to do... in November, I haven't done it in a few years. But I like to do where people do the Get Your Yarn Wishes Granted on Instagram. And one year I asked for some mini skeins, so I could add them to my stash and that. And a lot of people sent me some mini skeins. And 2 of these are mini skeins I got from that. This is from my socks I made. And this is from a pair of socks. But this, I don't know where this came from. It might have been from that. But yeah, I really like getting mini skeins, and so, and I've been wanting to do a scrap blanket. The only bad part is I gotta try to keep this from getting tossed in the washing machine, because I know for a fact this square right here is not superwash yarn. This is Kogu. I was doing Jimmy Bean's beanie bags, and they sent me some Kogu. And I didn't want to do the project, so now it's in this, and yeah, I'm going to have to make sure this gets hand washed. I was going to do a whole like king size bed size, because Hannah's is great because she puts an instruction on different sizes, like baby blanket size, toddler, twin size, full, queen, king, all the way up, throw, lapgan. So this is going to be a throw, I think. But yeah, I am really loving this and having fun with it. And right now I'm on this. This is just Desert Vista Dye Works yarn in the color Orca. And I made a whole pair of socks out of this. I have this much left, and I'm adding it to the blanket right now. So yeah, I highly recommend this if you have like a bunch of fingering weight scraps. I want to do one in worsted weight too, just see how that goes, because I have a lot of worsted weight scraps, and if I don't have to sew them together and I can do that and it's nice and drapey, that one I might do a full-size bed cover, because why not? But yeah, and right now I'm using a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook, which is a E in the United States. This is my Clover crochet hook, because I find if I get down to really small crochet hooks, I grip them so tightly that my hand and wrist hurt. So for the smaller stuff, I like using the Clover ones because they give me a little bit bigger grip. Yeah. But yeah. That I just started this weekend, and I've been working on that a lot, because at one point because what I like to do is I like to knit socks during church on Sunday, because it helps with my ADHD, with me holding still and paying attention. Well, I was doing that in church on Sunday, and then we got in the car and started driving for 3 hours. So about at the 3-hour mark, my hands decided they were going to cramp up. Well, this hand. I got like shooting pain through here. It cramped up, and it's like I had to stop, and then I switched over to working on this. So, and this was nice, easy, mindless when I was around everybody, or just had time to work on it and do a little bit, because I can pick this up and put it down real easy, so I didn't have to keep track of stitches or patterns. I just kind of went with it. So this got a lot of love this weekend. So this is what I got so far. And then yesterday when I got home, I wanted to crochet. You know, I've been crocheting in the car all day. Well, actually, I've been knitting because I was working on my knitting, and then I got tired and that. And so I have worked some more on this tree skirt, which I'll probably work some more tonight because I need to get some more done on it. Because it really does need to go under a tree because I want to get this done just so I could get the yarn out of my stash. But this is my tree skirt so far. And as you can see, here's the red, and then the green is working in nicely. And then I'll add in the fuzzy blue, which, here's that fuzzy blue yarn I have. So that's going to get worked in next. But yeah, so nice, soft, fuzzy. But yeah, this is what we have so far. And it is, I'm loving this. I love how this looks. It's nice and squishy, and the cat likes it, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, but I have a feeling he'll be sleeping under the tree once I put this under the tree. Because we don't put our presents out until Christmas Eve / Christmas night, because we're worried our kids will get into the gifts beforehand, and they're not bad kids, they just kids. And ours, oops, sorry about that. Ours like to see how far they can take things, so we wouldn't put past them to open up gifts ahead of time because they're excited. So, I was doing so well. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, that's all my works in Wait. I have one more thing. If you don't mind staring at a screen, give me 1 sec. I finished one other thing. And did I show? No, I was working on it. It's done. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Sorry about that. I forgot. I finished the Christmas gnome. Yes, I finished this before I left. I finished this on a Saturday. But yeah, I finished him up. He has a nice little green hat, little arms, a little nose and a beard. And yeah, this is my little Christmas gnome. He's supposed to be about this big. But I used bigger yarn and a bigger crochet hook, which I'm glad I did because I like this size. I think this is cute. And yeah, I finished him up. He's so adorable and cute. Got a little nose. This is pretty easy. This was pretty easy, actually. Unlike the fiasco with the Mushroom Man. But yeah, he worked up pretty good, and I finished him up because he's pretty easy in that. But yeah, this is Hirschner's Worsted 8 yarn. And this is just some Red Heart I had in my stash. This is Red Heart. This is Red Heart. Well, this is Premier. I think this is Premier Basics. But yeah, I just used a size G crochet hook. I think it's a 4.4 millimeter crochet hook in the United States. But yeah, he's done. He's living on the table between some Christmas trees and a candle holder I made. But yeah, that's my Christmas gnome. This is the backside. Not that interesting. And here's the bottom. But yeah, he turned out great. He's awesome. I want to make another one. I want to make several, actually. But yeah, hat flips up kind of, but you know, that's my little Christmas gnome. He's cute. I forgot to show you guys. But yeah, so if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I'll try to leave my email address in the description in case anybody wants to send me a Christmas card or something, just out of courtesy. And the ways you can get a hold of me is either on the Facebook group, on my email, or go to my Etsy shop and send me a message through my Etsy shop, which is always listed in the bottom. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. God bless you and keep you.